So I just got done watching the new Wolfman remake, and I have some thoughts on it. So I had really high hopes going into this movie because I'm a really big fan of the original Universal monster movies. And I really love Lee Whannell as a director, and I really enjoyed the Invisible Man remake that he did a few years ago. But I have some really mixed thoughts about this Wolfman remake because it kind of throws everything at you and doesn't really have a direction. The direction that it does have is kind of all over the place and seemingly doesn't make sense to the point where like you can predict what's going on before it even happens. And that's really discouraging because with The Invisible Man, I couldn't predict what was going on even though I had seen The Invisible Man and all the remakes for it. I will say that it is very beautifully shot, but the acting and the direction of the acting is not very well. You have Julia Garner and you have Christopher Abbott, and as Julia Garner, she kind of plays the main character, the mom figure, and Christopher Abbott plays what's going to be the Wolfman. And they both have a daughter who's like this seemingly innocent 8-year-old figure. And the whole movie kind of takes place on their dad's farmhouse on the outside countryside of Oregon. Now, this is where Christopher Abbott's character grew up, and that's where he was raised, and he knew about the Wolfman figure because his dad and himself had an interaction with it whenever he was young. But as his dad passes away, he decides it's a good idea to take his whole family out to that countryside farmhouse to have the same interaction for some fucking reason. But then he proceeds to say how much he's there to protect his daughter and how much he loves his family. Then why the fuck are you taking him out where you know where all this started in the first fucking place? I didn't necessarily care for the design of the Wolfman in this either. They kind of look like the Hills Have Eyes kind of zombies with some chest fur. I mean, I feel like Robin Williams has more hair on his chest than some of the wolf characters in this movie. As this movie continues to progress, you find out that they go out to their dad's estate because he has passed away, and they have to claim the furniture and stuff that's in the house and move it out of the house. But then everything pops off, and this Wolfman comes out of the woodwork and starts attacking the car and starts attacking them, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, Christopher Abbott's character gets turned into the Wolfman. But from there, the whole movie is pretty fucking predictable. You can predict what's going to happen from that point until the end of the movie if you're into horror movies at all. At least I could. I pinpointed every fucking thing that was going to happen in this movie from the beginning all the way until the end. But with all that being said, with it being beautifully shot, the score being well, the acting being subpar, I would give it a solid 4.5 out of 10. And I probably wouldn't go and see it. I would just wait for it to come out and, maybe go rent it on Prime or something. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm interested to know what you think about the Wolfman remake.